Your next guest company is not just one of the biggest utilities in the world. It also has ambitious plans to grow even more using renewables like offshore wind right here in the United States. John Pettigrew is CEO of National Grid, a $43 billion London-based utility that also operates in New York, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, maybe soon New Jersey offshore. John, good to have you on the program. I've been hearing a lot about this wind farm potentially off the coast of New Jersey, a state in which I live. What can you tell us about it? What kind of timeline would we have on this from actually starting the construction to turning on the lights with wind-driven power for the first time?
Yeah, well, good morning. And yes, we're really excited actually about the offshore wind project that we're developing. We're actually doing it with a joint venture with RWE, and we were delighted to have won one of the seabed leases, which will actually allow us to produce around 3 gigawatts of offshore wind, which is enough to provide electricity to over 1 million customers directly. Now, it's a major project, so it's going to take quite a while to do the development. We're expecting the construction work to happen in the second half of this decade. But hopefully we will have electricity to people's homes, both in New Jersey and in New York, by the end of the decade. But that's not the only thing that we're doing at National Grid in terms of the energy transition. Today, we're actually announcing a new vision for fossil-free gas. About 39% of all of the carbon emissions in the Northeast of the U.S. come from people burning fossil fuel for heating. And today we're announcing a vision that sets out how you can replace that natural gas with renewable natural gas and hydrogen to be able to provide an affordable solution to customers going forward.
Well, we've been talking a lot about both energy costs where you are in the UK, but energy costs in New England as well as England. They were actually burning dung and wood in parts of January to make enough power to heat homes in the Boston and Connecticut areas. I hear things like renewable natural gas. You know, people are going to roll their eyes at that phrase. What is renewable natural gas?
Yeah, so quite simply, this renewable natural gas is produced naturally from things like food waste and from rubbish. But you can also produce it from things like wastewater. So across the US, there's about 100 million tons of food waste every year. We've got about 17,000 water treatment plants and about 19,000 farms. All of them are producing renewable natural gas. And if you can capture that and pipe it where people need it, then actually it burns in exactly the same way as natural gas, but it's actually really good for the environment. And if you mix that with hydrogen, then what potentially you get is a fossil-free gas that people can use in their homes for heating and for cooking, and at a cost that is potentially significantly lower than if you just electrify everything. You know, if you electrify everything, then you're going to have to increase the size of the networks fourfold, because 4 times as much energy goes through the gas networks as goes through the electric network. So potentially it's a real resource that we can use and do so at a lower cost for customers.
Yeah. I'm glad you say that, John, because electrification is cool. But to your point, if we electrify everything, it's like trying to push a football, not a golf ball, football through a garden hose without massive improvements to the grid. I want to ask you about your home country. We were there in November. We were talking about the coming energy crisis and electricity prices and things like this. You are a grid operator, not a power supplier. So from your point of view, where did the problem begin? A 54% or whatever jump in power costs hitting April 1st, probably another one to the UK in October. If you look at the program from where you live, where did it go wrong? What happened?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty challenging time in the UK at the moment, and a lot of it stems from the terrible war that's going on in Ukraine, and we stand in support of Ukrainians and all the actions that the governments have taken. We support, but what we've seen in the UK is, although the UK isn't really that dependent on Russian gas, about 4 to 6% of our gas comes through pipelines from Europe from Russia. Actually, the UK is exposed to European and world gas prices. So when gas prices have rocketed in Europe over the last period, then the UK is facing the same increases. So that's a real challenge for customers. So a typical customer in the UK has gone from paying about £1,200 a year for their gas and electricity bill to about £2,000, and that's likely to go up again in October. So that's the challenge, is that with the concerns around Russian gas, UK is suffering from that. What they don't have is a security supply issue. So there is plenty of gas available. So there's not a security supply issue. Slightly different in Europe, where about 40% of their gas comes from Russia, and that's creating real challenges for countries like Germany.